peace is not something that you find, it's something that you build. Hi, I am Claudiu Manea, and if you have no idea who I am, I'm a psychologist and a therapist, and for the past 10 years I've been helping people just like you have aligned lives, strong families, and inspired businesses. And I want to talk to you about this notion of peace, because I think that it's a very important concept, and it's a very important concept because a lot of people are actually looking for peace, but they are putting it differently. They are saying different things. They use words, for instance, like healing, repairing, getting fixed up, when what they actually mean is that they are looking for peace. Now, this idea of peace is important, like I said, to discuss, because it is thought about in very different ways. So we can think about peace as some sort of Buddhist illumination state, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about achieving this heightened state of conscience in which you detach from the world, you detach from things, you detach from your feelings, from the world around you, and all of that. That's not the peace that I'm talking about. I'm talking about an active peace. I am talking about a peace that is not detachment, a peace that is involvement. And the way that you can achieve that peace is not to go looking for it. It is to build it inside of you first, and then when you are overflowing with peace, it drips down and it starts to influence everything around you. It overflows to your wife or your husband. It overflows to your children. It overflows to the world around you, to the community that you live in, if there is such a thing anymore as a community. It overflows in your business, with the people that you work with your customers, and all of that. So it is not something to be found, it is more something to be built and then spread out to wherever, to the people that are important to you, to even to strangers, because when you are in a state of overflow, it really doesn't matter. Everyone gets influenced by that. So that's the peace that I am talking about. And there are 2 points to this that I want to mention. First, I want to talk about there's a Latin saying that goes like this: si vis pacem para bellum. And it means, if you are looking for peace, prepare for war. And for a long time, I have understood this saying in a very different way. I used to think that what it meant was that peace is something to be instituted by force. So you go into a place that is without peace, and you pacify the place using force, using the sword, if you want to put it like that. However, I now think that the idea is quite different. And I think that the idea is that if you go looking for peace, you will face tremendous resistance from pretty much everywhere. The world will resist you, people will resist you. So that happens because you go looking for peace. However, if you don't go looking for peace, if you just build it, if you just use this model of first build it and then overflow it, don't push it, just let it overflow everywhere around you, then you will not need to go to war and you will face much less resistance. And that's a very important nuance to really wrap your head around. And the second point is that this is something that my mother told me some time ago, that if you go looking for peace, you will never find it. And I was quite upset with her for some time, because I thought that she meant it in a bad way, like she was prophesizing something bad about me, and like she was saying that you will not succeed, you will not amount to anything and stuff like that. But she was right, because if you go looking for peace, you will not find it, more than likely. So you shouldn't go looking for peace. You should achieve peace. You should build peace, and then the peace goes looking for people, for situations, and so on. And this applies in a lot of areas. And when they hear about this idea of peace being the higher goal, a lot of people are fine with the concept and they can accept it quite easily. When I tell someone, look, you're not looking for healing, you're looking for peace, usually, not always, but usually they say, yeah, that sounds about right. But when you look at what people actually do, not what they say, because they may say that they're looking for peace, or that they want peace, but what they do is quite the opposite. For instance, they go into bad relationships or toxic relationships. They work with people who do not condone peace. They work in toxic environments, psychologically toxic environments. They work in places where there is toxic competition between employees, between companies, and so on. If they have a business, they build the business on the principle of finding a sucker. I'll explain. It's an idea that I use quite a lot. It is the find the sucker business model. So the business model of finding a sucker goes like this. You need to first find a sucker to work for you, and whom you can pay as little as you can, and he can bring you as much profit as you can. And that sucker needs to go then and find other suckers to which he or she can sell whatever it is that your company sells. And he needs to sell that sucker something for a lot of money, for as much money as possible, and to deliver as little as possible. So that's the find the sucker business model. Your competitiveness, your edge, your profitability is based on the finding a sucker model. So it's not real value, it's just It's just fooling someone into making you profitable. That's the model. Okay? So when you do that, when you use the find a sucker business model, when you work for companies that are not a fit with you in terms of value and all of that, you cannot find your peace. You cannot build the peace inside of you. So that's what I wanted to discuss. I want to leave you with a few questions to ponder. Think about whether or not you have peace in your life right now, and if the answer is no, think about all of the ways which are not condoning to peace, all of the things that you do that are quite opposite of the peace that you are looking for. And think about all of the situations that you go into that are quite the opposite of building peace inside of you and let it overflow and so on. So that's what I had for you today. If you found it interesting, please don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post something new. If you need more help, you can find a whole bunch of resources in the description of this video. You can check them out, see if you find something useful there. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day moving forward. Bye.